just cracked my frosty brew. Whoa! Steak! Makeover steak. What? You must be getting into something tonight.
I'm going directly from this to dinner.
I know what you're doing. You know, in the mafia, when they like have a made man and they have a dinner and they have a ceremony, you got a made man ceremony.
Yeah.
You look sharp. Is that a solid black shirt, or do you have a Marlins logo down there?
It's like I don't really know what kind of shirt it is, to be honest. I got it from PacSun, if I'm being completely honest with you.
PacSun?
Yeah.
I'm not anti-PacSun. I was just really surprised to hear.
No, I was surprised too. I found a couple cool shirts there.
I am enjoying. I had some leftovers. Montauk. By the way, I know you're not a big beer guy, but have you ever had Montauk beer?
No, but I don't think I like when you say I'm not a big beer guy. I like some beers. There's a time and a place. I drink some beers.
Okay,
I have some Kona Big Wave. I'll drink a shitty light beer if the situation calls.
There's like 3 beers you'll fucking drink. You're not a big beer guy.
It's not really true. I do enjoy some beers. I just want to be clear.
Okay.
So anyways, here's a whole ass cup of tequila.
Okay, yeah, I'm not saying you're a beer hater. Big beer guy means like you are. There's a select few beers that you like. But anyways, fine. I won't say that anymore.
But no, you said it perfectly. Yes, Book of Chew. I got a haircut too. I guess probably at the same time. We probably both got fresh at the same time. But I just don't want to come off as a beer hater. I do enjoy beer. That's all.
Okay. Understood. Well, I was gonna tell you. You'd probably like this. This is Montauk. Montauk has really good beer. And I don't know if you saw my tweet when I was out east, but the Watermelon Session IPA is a fantastic beer. You would like that beer. You may have had it. Well, actually, no. I think when I turned 30, what was that, 7 years ago? I don't know if it was out around then, but it was coming out. Good beer, but this beer that I have, it's called the Surf Beer, and it's their golden ale.
Yeah,
it's basic.
Sounds right up my alley, dude. You know
what I'm gonna say. It's like the Kona Big Wave version of the Montauk. So, anyways, cheers. What kind of tequila are you drinking? Are you a Nejo only?
I'm a Nejo or Reposado only. This is Tequila Ocho Reposado.
Tequila Ocho Reposado. I'm sorry. Can you tell me one more time who has Tequila Ocho?
I forgot, dude. We did this, and I forget who it was.
That's gonna drive me insane. Anyways, we'll look at it. Book a Chew, everybody in Twitch. Well, we're live in Twitch right now, but we're only live in Twitch to let you know that we are live on the Pikkit YouTube channel. Everybody in Twitch right now, I see you. Aherna, Coastal KC, looking like the Rock in the fanny pack. Aherna 51, Book a Chew, Odeze. Can you guys do me a favor? The link that is pinned in the Twitch chat. Everybody else, click that link. It'll take you over to YouTube. We are on the Pikkit YouTube page. I'm going to shut off Twitch here in a few minutes, and we're going to chat. We got some baseball games tonight. It's been a while since we had some actual games to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm 0-2 on the day. I don't know how you're feeling.
Yeah, I threw in 2 lives and lost both.
Oh, yeah. I saw you took the fucking Twins. Not that I hated the bet. I was looking at the Pikkit Pro when I did a very quick board review today. I was looking at the line movement, and it was very interesting. I don't know if you were listening or saw this, but like the Cubs open minus, I don't even know, 110. Let's call it a pick 'em. And they went up to minus 130. And then like at like, I don't know, 10 a.m., there was big buyback on the Twins. And I was like, ooh, someone knows something. Whales coming in on the Twins to complete the sweep of the Cubs is fucking nasty work. So that was a ballsy bet. Obviously, it didn't work out. Chris Paddock can only be so good for so long. But how about fucking, oh my God, Charlie Morton, dude, with the Mets. I mean, I know the Mets were winning 1-0, but like he still pitched out of his mind. And then that guy comes out. I tweeted this. I saw some people reacted to it. So you guys must have had the Mets today. That guy comes out of the bullpen after 7 fabulous innings for David Peterson and 4 walks in 2/3 innings, 4 walks and a homer. Yeah. Brutal.
It's whatever, but I thought about just taking off until this exact moment. And of course, I fucking felt like gambling and tossed in 2 bad bets. The Mets I'm mad about. Twins was a rat shit wager. Call it whatever you want. Mets I'm a little salty about because he pitched a perfect, like, you got everything you wanted from him, and you wouldn't expect to only get 1 run from the fucking bats.
No. And we'll talk about that because I think doubleheader's coming up soon. But
Yeah,
yeah.
bet, and that's why I'm on my phone. I apologize, but I'm gonna put
Oh,
in
no, you don't have to apologize. Yeah, I know. Wait, did you say what'd you say before that? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna put in a bet. You want to know what this is?
Yeah, but hold on. Before you do, I just want to say hi to the chat real quick and make sure we acknowledge everybody because they're kind of chatty right now. Rob, what's up? Slim, what's up? Bad guy, what's up? Thanks for hanging out and coming into happy hour. We love doing this. Prepare myself for Jane Daniels glazing. Good. Giants best defense in the conference. Yay. We'll talk about that. Stakes high on them. Hi, welcome to Chili's. And what can I get you started with your order today? Connor Chiote. I'm actually fucking starving. What is a good Chili's order? Do you know?
The Triple Dipper.
You used to work at Fridays, right?
I used to work at TGI Fridays. Yep.
TGI Friday. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fucking 28 pieces of Slayer. It's called TGI Fridays.
Yeah, I did the flare, dude.
Yeah, I bet you did. What was the thing there? Is it like the Sizzler or something?
So sizzling chicken and cheese. They had a lot of good shit, bro. Honestly, Fridays had good food.
Is Friday still in business?
Not sure. I quit when I was 18.
Okay. Probably had to wait on Greg. Yep. Holy shit, steak, hard crack. Happy. Oh yeah, you heard that beer crack. Happy hour Thursday. Yeah. Good. I like to hear that. Hey Zeus, what's up? Good to see you in here. Steak is getting laid. Hilarious. Is that George the Iceman Jervin? Dinner with Franz Wagner. Ooh. The Book of Steak. Steak got the classic Dwayne Johnson fit on. Looking like, yep. Okay. W Paxson. Yep. What's up? Okay. What's going on, gents? What's the plan for steak? All right, I already talked about that. Big difference, buddy. Big smash burger. Degen, what issues you got with that QB list? Oh yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
We're gonna actually no. We need to talk about this game that's starting up here in 30 minutes.
Okay, and then we build the QB list with Greg.
Yeah, because I texted you. I was like, hey, I'm listening to part of my take, and they're doing the QB rankings. You said, and I kind of agreed. Like they kind of made a mockery of it, and
kind of.
Well, Steven the BJ commented with the list. He was like, what are you talking about? The list looks great.
Didn't they have Joe? They had Joe Flacco for like 40 minutes of the show as like the 7th best quarterback, and then they like decided against it at the end. That list wasn't a serious list for the most part.
Fridays is not in business.
It's too bad. Fridays is a great fucking establishment.
Oh, Fridays is in business, and love the mozzarella sticks from there.
Bro, they used to have the best grilled wings. The best.
Appreciate you coming from Twitch over to YouTube. We're going to shut it down right now on Twitch. I see there's 15 people still in here. Last chance. Click that YouTube link. We're on the Pikkit YouTube channel. And then everybody on Twitter. I'm shutting Twitch right now. See you later, guys. Come on. We're going to talk NFC East. We're going to talk baseball. Get your ass over here. Twitch is gone. Twitter, if you're hanging out on Twitter, please come over to the Pikkit YouTube Sports channel. I commented the link on both of our streams. So you guys that are in there, a couple hundred of you, get your ass over here. We're going to.
If you came over from a different platform to the Pikkit Sports YouTube, say it in the chat so we can glaze you.
Yeah, I'll glaze the shit out of you. Oh, you know what?
Jefferson Wesson. Awesome fucking name, Jefferson.
Where do you see that?
Made it over as well, Jefferson Wesson.
Oh, made it over as well. Fuck yeah, Jefferson. Appreciate you. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe to the Pikkit channel. We'll be doing this happy hour, I think, every week till July or maybe even through August. We got to chat with them and see what the plan is. But I'm excited for football season. I think we might be in the works to do like a pregame show for Monday night or Thursday night football. So that would be fucking, what do the kids say?
Now. That's exciting.
Scenes. That would be fucking scenes. So I'm almost done with the NFC East research. I'm just finishing the Philadelphia Eagles. The newsletter is coming out tomorrow. YouTube all the way. Never left host. Sammy Kolker, appreciate you. Football season is upon us, gents. I know. I do not want your glaze. You always get it, quantitative. You always get it. Didn't listen to the show. Just saw the graphic. All right. Before we talk about that QB list, Steven, by the way, thank you very much for sending that. I was just listening to it. I didn't even make it past the 20th spot, but man, Dakota Prescott, that's what they call him. Dak Prescott was like way down there. Kind of interesting. I don't know. Kind of interesting.
I've sensed that you're going to be backing. You like Dak this year. You think people are officially too low on him. Like the stock has dropped too low that you want to buy a little bit cheap.
Yeah, but I want to be perfectly clear. My reason for backing Dak has really nothing to do with the public perception of him. I promise. You know, I do that all the time. And we do that all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, everybody's out on this team. I will tell you, Steak, as a Giants guy, one of the VSiN hosts that I listened to said he is getting down as much money as he possibly can on the Giants under wins.
Yeah, everybody's saying that. They have the hardest schedule in the NFL, dude. Greg said it in our chat today.
Yep. I'll talk about that because I'm really sitting and I'm thinking about the Giants a little bit more, and I'm trying to make an argument for both sides. What's up, Alan Dims? What are you fucking laughing about now, motherfucker? Mahomes wasn't even there in their tier 1. All right, we'll talk about it in a little bit. Anyways, Steak, we have a game starting up here pretty soon. We should probably talk about it. How do you feel about that?
2 of them.
Got it. All right, I'm going to pull up Pikkit right now. Remember, if you are in here, please subscribe to the Pikkit YouTube channel. Thanks for hanging out for happy hour. What's everybody drinking, by the way? I saw somebody said Yingling. Football can't get here any sooner. I will be raising my unit size by 150 for this football. Yeah, I'm going back down to $50 for baseball. I did 2 unit plays today and lost, and I'm just fucking over it. I'm over it. I'm over baseball. Took the over in the Cubs game. I think it ended 7-1 or something, 7-2. I don't even know. Missed it. And then I took Ronnie Mauricio on the Mets. He's fucking terrible. He swung at ball fire. He swung at the 5th pitch that was in the dirt. It literally it hit the dirt before it even got to the plate, and the catcher had to block it. And he swung on it to strike out, and he's just a miserable fuck. Has Steak seen RG3 tweets on the feed today? Laughing. I don't know. Steak?
Yes. Let's just say yes. I can't fucking stand RG3. I don't think you want to hear me talk about RG3.
Probably not.
I'll tell you what I don't like, though. I really don't like most former athletes talking about sports. I'd say like 90% of them are not good at talking about sports. And fair. You don't get to say that, I think, because they played the game. So they can say, like, oh, I know so much more about you. They played the game. It's like, bro. Most athletes that have podcasts or talk about sports for a living you cannot listen to them. They are fucking.
I could not agree more. I mean, I respect the fact that they actually played, but at the end of the day, I like a fan's perspective. Like, a fan is a different breed. And I'm not saying we're athletes, but actually on the subject of Big Cat and PFT, you know what they joke about that actually is kind of true, that it's exhausting. Sundays are exhausting. Sitting on the couch doing nothing, watching sports, eating like shit, drinking, and then podcasting about sports is exhausting. Dude, it kind of is.
It is exhausting, of course.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
And they talked about that to one of the coaches or someone who like formerly played, and then they were out of the league. And it's like, so how was your NFL Sunday? Well, he's like, man, I don't know how you guys do it. Like, it's a lot, like you got to get up and go outside and shit. It is. Post was extreme as fuck. Rays or Red Sox, Red Sandy 6. I got to tell you, man, as a Rays fan, it's going to be a hell of a series. All right, let's talk about these first 2 games, chat. Let's lock in, and then we'll talk some NFL and some QBs. We'll see if Greg ends up making it in here. Degen, where's the McD snack wrap review, Unk? Yeah, I like fast food. I wish I didn't. Go ahead.
I was saying, you did a McRib review. Should you not be doing a snack wrap review?
I never did a McRib review.
Oh, you didn't? You talked about it a lot.
Yeah. Yep. I never did. I've never had a McRib in my life.
I swear to God, you did one.
I never did a McRib.
I've never had a McRib either. Did I? I told you what my friend had to do for his fantasy football punishment.
Yeah. Tell me one more time. It's very good.
So he had to have a fish fillet every day for a week, double fish, double cheese, double tartar sauce. And send a video to the fantasy football chat.
Eating it?
Yeah.
That's the last time I said like that might not be that bad. I'm starting to think about it a little bit more. That's kind of tough.
Yeah. It is.
You're missing out. McRib ain't bad. You know what? I will do. I'll eat a McRib. Just to address your tweet, TK, I was never like that fired up about the snack wrap. Like, that's cool that it's coming back, but that's not like anything that I'm like running to McDonald's for, if that makes sense. Would you kind of agree, Steak? Like the snack wrap?
I'm not running to McDonald's for anything.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with McDonald's like that.
No.
Could I try a snack wrap? Sure, but I'm a Chick-fil-A. I'm a Chick-fil-A or bust guy.
Yeah. You're not a big fast food guy, which is good. I respect that. Like, even though I like fast food, I'll admit, like, I mean, it's terrible food. It's bad for you. Like, there's nothing cool about eating it daily. But I like it every now.
Feedback I'm getting from the chat. I mean, fuck, I might have to get a fresh cut and no hat more often.
No, real talk. Listen, I know, like, to the average person, they might just come across you for the first time. It's like, whoa, Steak's an intimidating looking guy. But I know deep down you're a big old teddy bear. Not saying that I'd ever want to have a confrontation with you or anything like that. You look scary. You look like
This
a
guy said
Don.
Majestic, dude. Majestic's not scary. I like Majestic more than scary.
You don't look majestic. Majestic?
Damn. Just let me have it.
Okay, fine. If you want fucking majestic, I'll give you majestic.
I
I'm
want
not
Majestic, dude. Everybody says scary. That's not fun.
scary. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. You look like you've got power. He looks like a nice murderer.
Oh, that's funny, dude. You look like you're ready to kick me out of the club for sure.
How tall is Steak? 5'10"?
5'10".
5'10". You look like you are ready to kick me out of the club for sure. That's pretty, yeah, majestic's hilarious. Great word. Looking like you cast hella VCs. You look like you party often. Intimidating sounds about right. Yeah. Intimidating is good. Steak looks like he would kick your ass. Okay. All right. We'll get into it. Mets and the Orioles game 2. Steak. Yesterday, I liked the Mets. I wanted to square up with the Mets. Then I got thrown off with the fucking weather. The Mets lose game 1. Is this the game to square up with the Mets?
I'm not doing that.
You're not?
I was thinking, how obvious does it seem after a 3-1 game that you would bet the over? Like, how obvious does the over seem? I think it seems super fucking obvious.
Really obvious.
Like, I don't think I know you're looking, you're saying like 10.5, and I guess Sagano is he technically the Orioles' best pitcher?
Maybe Eflin's probably their best pitcher.
Okay, well, my point was going to be whether he is or isn't, no one's glazing fucking Sagano. And then you got Brandon Waddell pitching for the fucking Mets, like, and they just scored 3-1. Everyone would like the over here, I think, even at 10.5. I actually want to fade it kind of and go under.
Dude, that's kind of sharp. Rogers
also maybe idiotic, but I think I might do it.
Trevor Rogers is their best pitcher. Wow. Yeah, Higher Destiny's onto something. Surely everyone is chasing the Mets game 2 right now.
I 100% agree with that too. There's no shot I press that button.
Look at the again, chat. If you guys don't give a shit about the splits, that is totally fine. We're not pressing anything on you, but we like this. We like to look at them. Not much wagered on this game, but 87% of the money's on the Mets. 80% of the bets are on the Mets.
This doesn't nasty. A nasty.
What?
The Orioles are nasty.
So would you rather, if you really wanted to get gross, would you rather take the Orioles or would you take the under?
I like the Orioles. I'm sorry. I like the under, but I think the Orioles might be grosser. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. 91 picks are on the under 10.5. That's kind of interesting. Wow. They're even alting the under, or they just got it at 9 and then it moved up to 10. See, that's what I want to know.
I'm showing 10.5 at some places.
Okay, so hold on. This is what I'm trying to get better at. If I can see the total. See, this is what confuses me. Yeah, like I don't know what this is. I got to figure this out. I don't know if this means which way it's moving, but okay. I see. I kind of see what you're saying here. Do you think that if the game goes under, you're being nasty, it goes under, and you want to get double nasty? Okay, you see what I'm saying? Hopefully two nasties don't make a positive or something like that. But wouldn't it be backing Sagano to pitch really well tonight if you wanted a better player prop? Like, wouldn't that kind of correlate to everything you're saying?
I think it's nasty.
So what would
fucking soul that thinks the Mets are putting up one run again?
Well, you're not saying they're putting up one run either, just to be clear.
I'm saying that I won't be shocked when the Mets bats struggle again today.
Dude, the Mets have not seen Sagano. I'm talking about this because I want to lean into it. I just put, so I have, when I looked at my sports books, I have money on Fanatics and I have money on DraftKings. The books that I have the least amount of money in were BetMGM and FanDuel, and we use I use FanDuel for home runs and player props. So I just deposited more money in FanDuel. So I feel like I have a fresh bank account right now. Chat, please bet responsibly. Always do. But that's why I went 2 units on these plays today. They lost, whatever. But now I'm going to go half unit. So I want to bet something. I want to take. Oh, I got it, dude. Mets 3 up, 3 down.
Mets 3 up, 3 down. Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty.
That's top of the first. Top of the first, 3 up, 3 down. I want to back Sagano.
Can you clarify this comment, Pip? Just want to understand exactly what that means.
Odeze says his brain tells him Orioles. That's interesting. Why? I wonder why anyone's brain would tell them Orioles.
I don't think that's weird.
You don't think that's weird?
No. Okay. So I'm about to put a lot of pressure on you. Are you prepared?
Okay. Yeah.
So my home run hitter's in the next game, and it starts at 5:10.
Oh God.
So you have to have a home run hitter. Oh yeah. So my home run hitter, and it has nothing to do with you taking him yesterday, because honestly, I don't even remember who you took yesterday, because I feel like you went with Ronnie Mauricio or whoever the fuck it is on the Mets, and then that game got postponed. So then you ended up going to Ellie.
Yeah.
Ellie is my guy tonight. And it has, okay. I promise you, it's not because you had him yesterday.
Dude, even if it was, I don't care. Jazz Chisholm, you had 2 days ago. He hit yesterday. You know I love that.
Yeah.
What's up, Bree Zap? Spencer Steer destroys righties and Quantrell reverse splits. Okay. So when the Mets have a higher total of 10, the Mets. Oh.
Okay, thank you. Got it.
In the shower, but I had to dry my hands to tell you that's a shit.
Very fun, Mark.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
So you now have 17 minutes. I'd say you probably have more like 12 minutes to get a home run hitter.
I mean, dude, like
maybe it's better to do this. Like, even though you've been doing way better than me, so I'm not gonna sit here and dog you, but maybe it's better to push you a little bit.
Somebody commented on the Pikkit tweet, Bethy. This has got to be Bethy with the butterfly emoji commented on the Pikkit happy hour tweet and said, tuning in for that home run parlay, ! That's got to be a troll, right?
Oh, that's amazing. Are you here, Bethy?
Bethy?
The home run parlay guys.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. I do have a lot of pressure right now. There's a lot of pressure. Yeah. I need to get this 3 up, 3 down in. So I'm going to FanDuel. I'm going to go to specials. Hold on. God damn it. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's first pitch. Shit. I know that this is not great streaming right now. Just fucking.
Yeah, sorry for what I did to you. We could keep going through.
Oh, no. You didn't do anything to me. I'm just trying to find. Oh, here we go. It's under innings.
Oh, you're doing the 3 up, 3 down.
Yep. Specials, top of the first. Wow. 3 strikeouts is 60-1. 3 up, 3 down plus 170.
Read this comment.
Simply a bot that commented.
The bots are getting like good. The bots are getting good, dude. Because what the bots gathering info? They know we do home run parlays.
Yeah.
Isn't that scary?
It's terrifying.
What's next? They'll start taking our fucking home run parlays for us. They're taking our jobs.
Yeah, robots are going to take our jobs. Absolutely.
It's crazy.
That's why we
hire that bot, Pikkit. Don't hire that bot.
That's why we have to be. Do you know who? Not to get political. Do you know who Marco Rubio is?
Yes.
No. You'll see where I'm going with this. Somebody, an AI bot impersonated him and called like another country impersonating Marco Rubio and tried to get like sensitive material.
Isn't it funny that if you could pick a politician that an AI bot could perfectly impersonate? It would be him, probably.
Yeah, that's true.
He seems like he's AI.
Okay.
7. No, go ahead.
What should my caption be? I'm gonna tweet this wager 3 up, 3 down, plus 170.
I like the Mets 3 up, 3 down.
The Mets.
Hey, Snide.
Sagano.
Thanks, Snide.
Domo. I know what I'm doing. Domo Torigato, Mr. Sagano.
Ooh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that was good. Yeah, that was really good. Next, I need you to have a home run hitter, and you're running out of time.
Domo Torigato. How do you spell that?
No fucking idea.
Domo.
That's a crazy thing to ask me.
Torigato, Mr. Roboto. Hold on, Mr. Roboto.
If you're in the stream right now and you're not subscribed to the Pikkit YouTube channel, please fucking do it. It's free. It's easy. Please.
Domo. Here it is. Arigato, Mr. Sugano.
Yeah.
Domo arigato, Mr. Sugano. Domo. Domo.
Did you tweet that?
Yeah, I just did.
All right, dude. I need you to give me a home run hitter. I'm serious.
Oh my God. Fuck. All right.
I want you to do a
Home
lot
run
of
hitter. So you fucking lazily take the guy that I took yesterday. Who did you take yesterday?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, you don't want to play that game, do you, motherfucker?
Joe Adele and Mike Trout and Soler homered, but Joe Adele didn't.
All right, so we're taking Ellie De La Cruz. Am I putting this one in?
No, I'm putting it in right now.
Okay.
The only pressure you have is getting me the guy, and soon.
All right, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Check. Give me some names.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All these rhymes for Nimmo and Sobo to get back to back. Hilarious.
Chat, name names of guys who are going to hit home runs tonight. He's going to pick his favorite.
I do like this one. Yeah, spam it. Take Adele, Degen. Should I take Adele?
Oh my God. There you go. That's what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
So that's it. Boom. Wait, the Angels play tonight, right? Yep, they play tonight.
Do they? Yeah.
God, that's brilliant. Whoever said that, you're brilliant.
Polanco? That's a cheeky one. Luke Raley?
Too late.
Yeah.
I just
Taylor
put it
Ward?
I'm gonna post it. Let me sync my Pikkit.
Yeah, sync it. Okay. The syncing to the Pikkit works very quickly, by the way. You push that button on the bottom, the little circle.
Yeah. Oh, it works really quickly.
Yeah.
It'll be done any second.
Polanco hit one yesterday. Ooh. Nice chain, Steak, says Snide. You're a little late, Snide.
Damn, Snide is positive today. Holy shit.
Yeah. Hey, you want to talk some football? Wait. Okay, so we talked that other game. There's another one at 5:00 too, isn't there?
Yeah, it's Reds Marlins.
Okay, Reds Marlins. I believe the Reds got a little bit of their lick back yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Today they are minus 155. Damn, what am I? Chopped liver? What happened? What'd you do? That's too. I'm not reading all that. Polanco hit one yesterday. No, Tristan Toledo. What did you say? Oh, Anthony Roman. No, fuck that. Isn't that the guy? It's not even Anthony Roman.
Anthony Roman. You're not chopped liver. We're just idiots.
It's Roman Anthony. Isn't his name Roman Anthony?
Yeah, Roman Anthony, yes.
Tristan Toledo. Get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Stay and hang out for a bit. What was I going to just say, Steak? Oh, the Cincinnati Reds. So you like Ellie today. Oh, that's what I wanted you to do. Can you tell me what the Reds did yesterday, or do you know off the top of your head?
I think they beat the piss out of the Marlins.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Lodolo going against Cal Quantrell.
7-2.
Well, that's a good beating, but I hear what you're saying. The total is 9 or 9.5, it looks like. Let's see here. Let's look at what these teams do to these pitchers. Well, the Marlins hit Lodolo pretty well. 45 plate appearances. They're batting 282. 42 plate appearances for the Reds. They're hitting 270. Let's see who hits. Oh, Ellie's 1 for 2 with a double. I love some Tyler Stevenson. Love Tyler Stevenson. What do you think about this game, Steak? Give me a read on Quantrell and Cincinnati. I think this is a 4-game series, and the Marlins won the first 2. The Reds won yesterday.
It's tough, dude. This is a tough game.
Very. Do people like Cal? I mean, I know he's 3-7 with a 5.4 ERA.
I know. I feel like they like him in a jokey way. Is that weird to say?
No, it's not. Oh, dude, Tyler Stevenson's not even in the lineup. That's weird. Why would Tyler Stevenson not be in the lineup?
The Reds again. That's honestly what I like. The Reds.
Oh, dude. Will Benson hit a home run yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I texted you that.
I already picked Joe Adele, didn't I?
Already posted.
All right, I'm taking Will Benson. Chat.
Separately?
Yeah, I'm going to take him straight. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down on?
I don't think too many people are thumbs downing Will Benson.
You make a good point. Yeah. People like Will Benson.
Yeah.
Okay, don't let Benson get hot. Steer reverse splits, man. Come on, easy pick, Brian Thompson. Don't have thumbs. Okay, so quantitative eating is a bot.
That makes sense, dude. The bots are evolving. They hit golf outrights every other week.
I'm taking Spencer Steer. That's exactly what I'm doing. And the question will be, what am I taking? Am I going to take him to hit a home run? Am I going to take his hits, runs, RBIs?
Let's not beat the home runs to death. I like hits, runs, RBIs.
Okay. Benson 0 for 4 3Ks. Very funny. Steak and Degen, what do you all say about the Athletics? Like tonight?
Yesterday didn't make me want to stop fading the Braves, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you on that. Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to find this. 2 plus hits, runs, RBIs. Will Benson. Well, I guess I can just pull it up on Pikkit Pro so everybody can know if they want to tail. By the way, if you tail, you're tailing at your own discretion. You're tailing responsibly. Make sure you follow us on Pikkit too on the Pikkit app. I'm _Degenerate. Are you at Steak Friend?
Did Mets already? Yeah, I'm at Steak Friend, but it's 2 A's. Did Mets already happen? I was gonna try.
No, I think that's at 510.
I'm putting in another bet. I guess this is what happens, right? Sorry, Pikkit, but I want to put in bets. I'm gonna bet the under in the Orioles, both.
You don't have to say sorry for putting in wagers on fucking Pikkit Happy Hour, bro.
Feels unprofessional to be on my phone, you know?
No, I know. You know I do.
All right, and I took the Orioles in the under.
All right. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Now.
Okay.
I might take a hiatus betting player props if Will Benson doesn't hit for me today.
Okay, that's a deal.
I lost on Vladdy. I lost on Ronnie.
I don't. We got to give up on guys, both of us. I'm not calling you out, but like Vladimir Guerrero is basically just Colin Morikawa with a bat when it comes to you. Like we can't bet Vladimir Guerrero anymore. We can't bet Colin Morikawa. We probably shouldn't be betting Brian Reynolds. I'll tell you who my guy is, Ben Rice. I can't bet Ben Rice anymore. I just have guys I never fucking hit.
Okay. Now that's very fair. I'm going to do a mini ladder on Will Benson hits, runs, RBIs. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it. And then
you do. Okay.
Yeah, this is it. This is their big retirement party.
This is it. I'm done betting Vladdy. Like done. Didn't Will Benson hit yesterday? Yeah, he went like 1 for 4.
I made a statement that I thought no one would be thumbs downing Will Benson, but Brian Thompson, who I can't say I've seen his name that often, it does not like Will Benson.
I think Brian Thompson is just fading me, if I'm being honest.
Well, I don't necessarily think so. I think he really likes Spencer Steer,
which is fine.
Yeah,
but why would you hate on Will Benson?
I don't know. I guess maybe we'll see.
I'm chat. I'm doing it. I'm doing 75.75 units on over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. It's -105. I'm doing
Pikkit. It's not just this year. We went to Cincinnati, Ohio for a 3-game series, Blue Jays at Reds, and we bet Vladdy every game of that series too. I mean, Degen has been losing money on Vladimir Guerrero forever. It's not just this year, but this year it's probably bad too.
Forever, this guy says. Thanks. Any other dirty laundry you want to fucking air out while we're at it?
It's not our fucking guy.
No, he's really not. He's not our guy. But he did come through in the bottom of the 9th inning, last AB for his total bases at the game that I left early from, right?
Yeah, this is the abusive relationship thing that you
do. Also, Degen, has anyone called you soft for not taking Straka this week? If not, I can be that guy. You can absolutely be that guy. I have insane Sep Straka FOMO. So
is he winning?
He's tied for first. Yeah. Yep. I only went with Morikawa single bullet. I left myself room to take guys live, and I looked at Straka. He was like 3 under or 4 under, and he was like 20-1. And I was like, man, now's the time to do it. And I just didn't do it. And then next thing you know, you blink and he's 10-1. So yeah, Will Benson 2 RBIs plus 550. I took the hits, runs, RBIs. That's what I did. I took it up to 4. I took it on FanDuel. Yeah. I like that though. It took him the longest to finally hit homer this year. Been bad. Yeah, he has been bad. Yeah. All right.
Did that man forever to hit his first home run.
Chat, do you guys want to talk? Let's hear it. I don't know how to do a poll on YouTube, but we got a great crowd tonight. Chat's buzzing. This is great. Love to see it. Do you guys want to talk NFC East? Do you want to talk QB rankings, or do you want to talk tonight's MLB slate? How about you comment in the chat?
We're talking football next.
Yeah. Oh, so no MLB yet? We'll end with MLB?
Yeah.
Okay. QB rankings or NFC East? The first 5 comments is what we do. QB, NFC East. Let's see what you guys have to say. Kadek says anything else. Brian Thompson is just going against the grain. Is just going against the grain. Sagano, first batter, gives up a hit. Did he really?
It's a single, yeah. Yeah, Lindor singles.
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
The game didn't even start till 5:10. Are you fucking with me?
Bro, Francisco Lindor just got on base. Not fucking with you. It started at 5:05, dude.
Did he?
Bro, you
It was
should have donated that to St. Jude.
He did. No, it wasn't even. It wasn't. It was Brandon Nimmo singled. Okay.
Sorry, Nimmo. Lindor's up now.
Whatever. Nimmo hit. Okay. Well, that was fun. That was fun. That actually wasn't fun. There was nothing fun about that. Sugano's gonna get shelled. That's why I dried my hands to tell you that. Okay. I'm glad that came first full circle. All right. Why don't we talk NFC East? Let's talk NFC East.
Good.
You want to talk Giants, Commanders, or Cowboys first? Let's leave the Eagles off to the side.
Okay. But can I announce my cheeky bet about the Eagles when the time comes?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I like my bet. I like
bad guy.
Let's let you spit a little bit about Dakota Prescott.
Okay. I'm not going to spit about Dakota Prescott. I'm not going to spit, but I have my thoughts on Dak having a good season. So from what I understand, he's coming off of a hamstring injury, but that's not anything super serious like coming back from a fucking ACL or something. He was out, half the season, right? In my opinion, if anything, this guy should be fresh, okay? He's coming in with a new coaching staff. Mike McCarthy, probably a nice guy to have a fucking brat and a beer with and watch football. Nothing personal, but I was never a Mike McCarthy guy. Were you a Mike McCarthy guy?
No, you can't be a Mike McCarthy guy, dude.
You can't be a Mike McCarthy guy. They did what they could. They won 12 games in 3 consecutive seasons, and then last year they shit the bed. Everything went as poorly as it possibly could have for the Cowboys, okay? But here's where I'm at. You got a new coach. You got a new coaching staff. You've got I don't want to necessarily say it's like fresh blood, but it is. Like Brian Schottenheimer is nothing to be excited about. But it's fresh blood. It's a breath of fresh air. There's no Mike McCarthy. And so what they've done, they had a terrible offensive line last year, but they drafted Tyler Booker. I like that. They have a bunch of the same guys coming back. Now, listen, the bad guys can get better. Okay. They're going to build a little chemistry, camaraderie, cohesiveness, whatever. A lot of words that start with C. And now you've got CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb is a dog no matter who else is next to him. He's a dog. You like CeeDee Lamb. I like CeeDee Lamb. We took him off the most receiving yards in the NFL last year. Didn't hit, but still, we like CeeDee Lamb. Actually, fun fact, CeeDee Lamb, I think, cost me my fucking underdog season entry.
Yeah, that sounds right. That actually does sound right.
For like fucking $4,000. Anyways, I think when you look at the Cowboys roster, I think their offense is going to be fine. The running backs are terrible. Javonte Williams, not good. He's not good. He's coming off an injury. He went coming off an injury a few years ago. He's never been the same player. I was reading a little bit of Sharp's book. He actually graded out as one of the worst running backs in the NFL, behind one of the best lines in the NFL.
Who else they got? Dog water.
He's dog water. And they got Miles Sanders. Come on, bro. Miles Sanders. This guy at most is going to get you like 8 carries for 32 yards. At most. Actually, what is that? Is that 4 yards a carry?
Miles Sanders is mid as fuck. He played for the Eagles, the best offensive line in football, and he was mid there. And then he went to Carolina, and he plummeted down the depth chart behind fucking Chuba Hubbard. And then I think Donta Foreman took his job, or whoever. Miles Sanders is bad, dude.
So basically what I'm getting at is this. I think the Cowboys are not necessarily going to be a good team, but I will say this. Eberflus as a DC might be good. Not a good head coach. But as a DC, I'm okay with that. Better than Mike fucking Zimmer. Mike Zimmer, dog shit. I'm not here to tell you the Cowboys are going to go over 7.5 wins, but why in the world would you not want Dak Prescott passing yards in a season-long entry or for a straight bet? Or what I'm going to do is take him to have the most passing yards, 10-1. But I'm not advocating for that as being like the best bet because you got a lot of serious competition in there. How are you going to tell me that Dak Prescott isn't going to be a viable quarterback this year, especially in the stats category with a Cowboys team that's probably going to be trailing? They have a very difficult schedule. And now you've got George Pickens. George Pickens is one of the best deep ball, jump ball receivers in the NFL. Jalen Tolbert's okay. Jake Ferguson's okay. These are like plug and play guys. They're fine. But I'm in. I'm in on George Pickens finally having a competent quarterback, because he's been with fucking I can't even name the idiots he's been with the Steelers. So you're going to get him to finally be unleashed. And now you got CD having a viable wide receiver too. Give me Dak Prescott passing yards every which way. Are you in or out on that?
I'm in enough, but not as much as my play, which is George Pickens over 900.5 receiving yards. Okay. I see a few Pickens overrated in the chat. I don't really understand that logic, because, like, how could George Pickens be overrated with the quarterbacks he's had? How could George Pickens be overrated? Who's rating George Pickens that high?
Dude, I went to war with the fantasy nerds saying that George Pickens can't get any separation, that he's not a good receiver because of it. Because George Pickens doesn't need separation. He's a bad dude. He's a bad dude. You don't want to go against a bad dude. But
I'm gonna make a comparison. I have to do it. You keep talking.
This guy has a decent comment. He says, "Is just his attitude. He is a solid talent." That's what I'm saying, bro. I think he's going to be a fantastic number 2. And I think that means it's
I'm saying,
dude, CD's still going to go 9 for 130, but like Pickens on the other side is going to maybe get 4, 5, 6 catches, 80 yards. He's going to have a 20, 30 yard catch almost every game. Hold on. I need some help, Pickett, if you don't mind. I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to find my I gotta resync. I'm trying to find my Will Benson bets. Did that Reds game start at 5:00? It did, didn't it?
5:10.
5:10. Okay, so I want to get my ladder out there into the world so everybody knows to stay off. Only thing is, he will be willing to take that role of a number 2. Sure. Dak, very complimentary of Pickens. Praised his ability to separate and make contested catches. Yeah.
I just want to say, he obviously is. He agreed to go to Dallas, and wouldn't you be super fucking excited if you're George Pickens? Because you keep mentioning the horrible quarterbacks George Pickens has played with. What about the shitty receivers? Like, I get it. Deontay Johnson was decent there one year when he was there. And then other than that, who's his wide receiver 2 been? Calvin Austin? Like, you should be so excited about this situation.
Van Jefferson?
That's what I'm saying. If you're George Pickens, you should be really excited about this situation. But with the exception of the George Pickens ad, the Dallas Cowboys are a team full of rejects.
Yeah.
That's what they are. Dante Fowler's a reject. That's one of the defensive players they added last year. Trayvon Diggs is injury prone and proven to be one of the more overrated cornerbacks in the NFL. I mean, some of these guys, bro, it's like Micah Parsons, and I guess if you want to say Deron Bland, because I know Deron Bland tied the record for interceptions returned for touchdowns. So I'm not going to blast him, even though I think that you could argue is a little lucky. And you mentioned drafting Tyler Booker. Cool. I don't think drafting a right guard to a shitty offensive line can change the entire offensive line around in 1 year.
It's not going to change the entire offensive line, but I think it's going to help.
Help for sure, but I think still a below average offensive line and below average running backs. I just think this team sucks. And I think when you look and see that their win total is 7.5 and that they're plus 600 to win the division, that makes perfect sense, because they're not good and they're not anywhere near ready to compete with not only the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Commanders either. Like, I think the fucking Giants defense is light years better than the Cowboys. Nah, light years is crazy. I think the Giants defense is better than the Cowboys defense.
I don't think that's that crazy to say.
Then I don't know how anybody has stock in Dallas.
I don't know that anybody does. You think people are behind the Cowboys this year?
Kinda.
I don't think so. They have a really hard schedule. Nobody likes Brian Schottenheimer. You hear PMT's rankings on Dak. Nobody likes Dak. And
I know nobody likes Dak for sure.
Nobody likes George Pickens. Nobody likes Pickens. I don't think anybody. Chat, correct us if we're wrong. Do you know anybody betting the Dallas Cowboys this year not named Prime? I don't.
For what it's worth, George Pickens' stats aren't that far away from Terry McLaurin stats. And the only reason I bring it up, because before Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin was the other guy We talked about not having a quarterback throwing the ball, but still putting up 1,000-yard season. I don't think I understand the George Pickens hate, really.
No. If you don't like George Pickens just because he's like not a good dude, fine. But at the end of the day, I think he's one of those players that you hate him if he's not on your team, but you love to have him on your team.
Yeah, I get the diva part. I'm simply just talking about him as a football player.
Headed to the bar, but I got y'all in my ear. I need a beer for this football talk. Amen, brother. That's exactly why. That one dude in your Discord was a pretty big Cowboys homer. Once CD has 10 catch, 100-yard, 20 all Pickens has crumbs, he will start pouting that moment. Interesting.
I hope you're wrong, because that makes no sense for him to go to Dallas then, because
yeah,
a lot of games like that.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I kind of think could be wrong, but I kind of think Plus, Dak, you say what you want about him. Maybe he's good, maybe he's not, but he's a vet. He's been in the league now for a long fucking time. And the Cowboys aren't expected to win anything of significance, but like Dak's got to show up. Dak's got to play. He's being as disrespected as he's ever going to be in his fucking career. This is like knuck if you buck. I think
I'm gonna look at their schedule.
For $60 million, he is not good.
Everybody's getting that.
Dallas is not winning a ton. I think it could end up bad. Yeah, I don't know that they're going to. I don't know that they're going to win a ton, though. I really don't. Like, that's not the expectation I have for Dallas.
The Cowboys, their schedule ends so brutal. It starts. They have to get a hot start. You want to hear how it goes? They start at the Eagles. You obviously know that. Then they're at home against the Giants, at the Bears, at home against the Packers, at the Jets, at the Panthers. That's like not the most impossible start to a season.
No, I guess they can win. They can win 3 of those games, can't they?
Yeah, but listen to the end of the schedule.
Broncos, it's the worst. It's the hardest schedule in the NFL after week 12.
Broncos, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Chargers, Vikings, Commanders.
Yeah. The hardest schedule in the NFL after week 12.
8 wins is tough, bro.
Yeah. The Mets are up 2-0. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Let's get some Will Benson hits, runs, RBIs. What do you say, chat? All right. Let's talk about the Washington Commanders. You know what I wanted to do, Steak? I actually wanted to go and look on Dallas. You can take the season specials. There's some ones on here I wanted to run by you. Let's take a look. George Pickens to score 8+ receiving touchdowns in the regular season. Don't hate it. +150.
Yard more.
1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, +150.
Love that.
Cowboys to score 1+ passing touchdown in every game, +850. Not taking the 1+ rushing touchdown. Dak to break the NFL regular season passing touchdowns record? No. CeeDee Lamb to break? No. Okay. All right. Player futures. Receiving yards. That's what I wanted to look at. Receiving yards. Brian Thomas Jr., Safe Flowers. CeeDee Lamb is at 1,200.5. George Pickens is at 900.5.
Yeah, 900.5. George Pickens is already punched in for me.
Lock it up. Okay. All right. So, let's talk about the Washington Commanders for a second. The Washington Commanders are, it sounds like a team that I think maybe it's more 50-50 than I think it is. I feel like it's like 70-30 people are out on the Washington Commanders. Not saying that they're going to be a bad team, but I think Jane Daniels' regression is expected. The schedule gets significantly harder. They have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL. They have one of the hardest road schedules in the NFL, specifically. Deebo Samuel they got, but I understand he's not in the best shape. So nobody's really super high on that. They traded for Laramie Tunsil. They also got a drafted a rookie on the offensive line. So you could say they beefed it up. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I would assume that that's positive news. The linebackers, Bobby Wagner's a little bit older. I love Frankie Louvu. They lost their sack leader, Dante Fowler, who had a really good year for them. He actually went back to the Cowboys. I didn't know that. That was kind of weird. And then they drafted Trey Amos. They got Marshawn Lattimore, who's supposed to be healthy this year because they traded for him last year. Didn't play much. They got Trey Amos, the cornerback from Ole Miss, who's supposed to be pretty good in the second round. So they got a pretty good squad. But now you've got a team that I believe the Washington Commanders, they were favored in or the look ahead lines, favored in 3 games last year with a win total of 6.5. This year, they're favored in like 10 or 11 games, I think, with a 9.5 win total. Their expectations are significantly higher. So the question is, obviously, is that sophomore slump going to hit? Are people going to know what to be prepared for? And this is the most insane stat of all time. If you read Sharp's book, their fourth down conversion was at a historic rate. They converted 87% of their fourth downs, 20 for 23. And you want to know what's phenomenal? They did this without one QB sneak. Not one QB sneak.
Yeah, that is amazing. That is
eight
amazing.
passing plays of those fourth down conversions, 7 for 8 on the passing plays. So I just think they're a pain in the ass team. I think they're a really, really tough out. They were very good at leading in the first half of games and in the first quarter. They would jump out to leads and they wouldn't let teams claw back in. But Steak, they had a 6-week stretch from week 12 to week 18 where they played some atrocious quarterbacks. Like the best quarterback they played in that stretch was Caleb Williams. So they definitely got a little fortunate with the schedule. Maybe got a little fortunate to beat the Bucs in the playoffs. I don't know. Baker fumbling a snap, whatever you want to say. I think they're a good squad. I think Jane Daniels is awesome. He's plus 750 to win the MVP. You're probably not going to like that bet because you think it's an insane number. I think he's the real deal. I'm trying to think of how else I want to attack the Commanders. I don't know that I want to do the win total necessarily. I don't know that I want to take them to win the division. What are they? Let's see. They're plus 220. The Eagles are minus 135. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm a guy who wants to say that the Commanders continue being successful rather than take a step back. So what do you have to say about the Washington Commanders?
This will be probably the only team this year that I have to break it down by units to figure out how I feel about them. I like what they did with the offensive line. I like that they drafted offensive line, Laramie Tunsil. I think they did as much as a team could do for their offensive line in 1 year. I'm happy with the offense as a whole. Obviously, Austin Eckler's a little old, but I'm happy he's back. I think I wanted to see them do something with the tight end position, but I think Zach Ertz can give you another year of production. I think the offense is fine. I'm going to address Jaden Daniels' regression. I think Jaden Daniels is a fucking superstar, and I think he's a magical dude, and I don't think he's regressing like CJ Stroud did. I think Jaden Daniels is just about to ascend into a superstar NFL quarterback like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I think after this year, he's in that tier. That's my Commanders glaze. I think their offense is perfectly fine. Even if Deebo Samuels is a little on the tail end of his career and a little bit fat, no fucking problem. I still love the Commanders offense. Now, let me just ask you this. Do you know who the starting left end and right end are for the Washington Commanders? It's not to put you on the spot because I know you know about Deron Payne and I know you know they signed Javon Kinlaw. So good interior, but I'm just wondering if you know. So it's Durant Armstrong and Dietrich Wise. And hilariously, one of their backups is Cleveland Farrell. Remember that guy?
Oh, I'll never forget him. Yeah, 4th overall pick from Clemson in the John Gruden era. Go ahead.
Teams are throwing quarterback money at defensive ends right now. And in my opinion, the Commanders have the worst defensive ends in the NFL. Then you go to linebackers. You mentioned it. Frankie Louvu, awesome. Bobby Wagner is old, and the other guy is Dominique Hampton. Then you go to the secondary. Marshawn Lattimore is fucking washed. He's washed. I'm just going to hands up. I don't know who fucking Quan Martin is. He's their starting free safety. And then you can help me with the pronunciation, Noah Ig. Anyways, my point is, if you want to fade the fucking Commanders, dude, fade their defense. Because if the Commanders struggle this year, I genuinely don't believe it's going to be because of Jaden Daniels' regression. I think it's because the defense is going to regress because I think they were the ones who overachieved last year, if we're being honest. And maybe it is because of the quarterbacks they faced, or maybe they just overachieved. I don't know. I don't love the Commanders' defense. That's why I can't fully back the Commanders in any way this year, but never fading Jaden Daniels. I think he's got something special about him.
Okay. What would you want to bet if you were to maybe take like a player? They still have Brian Robinson. They still have Eckler. I don't know who their third guy is. I don't know that there's any like superstar waiting in the wings that you have to really worry about. Also from a fantasy perspective.
Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols, who ironically both those guys did get playing time this year.
Yeah. Okay. Jeremy McNichols, Boise State.
That's good. What about Chris Rodriguez? That would be really impressed if you know him.
Oh God.
I think I know.
You think you know?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I'm thinking like I got two teams in mind. I got Arizona and Oregon State.
No, Kentucky.
No. Oh my God. I remember now. He's good, right?
Yeah.
Did he tear up Florida?
Yes.
DC, dude, DC fucking knows ball.
Yeah, DC. He's a big DC sports fan.
No, he's not. Is he?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. All right. So wait, I want to go to the team specials real quick. Let's go to the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders are all the way at the fucking end. Terry McLaurin to score 10 plus receiving touchdowns in the regular season, plus 235. Brian Robinson Jr. to score 10 plus rushing touchdowns and have 1,000 rushing yards, 4-1.
No,
Jaden Daniels to break the QB rushing record, 16-1, 1,207 rushing yards. Commanders to score 1 plus passing touchdown in every game, 18-1. Yeah, these aren't that fun, actually. I don't know. I don't think I know what I would do.
I know what I would do. I'm backing Terry McLaurin. I just said it. I like the offense. I don't think anything changes for the offense. I'm not expecting incredible things out of Deebo Samuel. I think if you are, you're crazy. I understand there's a contract dispute. And like I told you before, we're fresh off a Brandon Ayuk contract dispute that didn't go very well. But I actually think there's something wrong with Brandon Ayuk in the head. And I think Terry McLaurin, there's nothing wrong at all. He's where he wants to be. He just wants his fucking money. I think the Commanders are going to 100% give it to him. Give me Terry McLaurin over 1,500 receiving yards. I love that.
Okay. Is it weird that I like Brian Robinson Jr.?
A little bit. I don't think he's anything special.
So here's what I wanted to bet. I don't think he's anything special too. He seems like he's just a guy that I think runs hard. And what I was gonna say is I think that the threat of the pass is going to open up the run a lot more. I think you're going to see the Commanders. Like, I still think Terry McLaurin is going to be a great receiver and have a great year. I'm not saying that anything is going to be diminished in the passing game, but I can kind of see the running game opening up a little bit more. Bro, Brian Robinson Jr. is 26 years old. Like, this is not a guy on the downslope. He's kind of a guy that's, I think, should only get better. And I'm looking on FanDuel right now for him to have 750 plus rushing yards. What do you think it is?
What? Well, I don't know.
Minus 115.
For him to have how much?
750.
Yeah, I got to be honest, man. He does nothing for me.
Really?
I just think he's so mid, almost Miles Sanders-ish, you know?
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, really. I really can't recall a time I've seen Brian Robinson do something with the football where I'm like, wow, that was awesome.
Okay.
He runs through holes.
Okay.
From the 1 and the 2 and the 3 yard line pretty well.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Shot and came back, and that's pretty fucking cool. Seems like a tough dude, but yeah, I don't think he's anything special at all.
Okay. I'm out. You're right. Okay. Oh no. I think I just got followed by that bot that commented on Pikkit. Yeah, I just got followed by like a bunch of bots. They're out, boys. Okay.
People, there's rumors that like 24,500 of your followers are bots.
Oh, there's definitely a chance that that's real. All right. Let's talk about the Giants. And then let's rate our QBs, and let's talk about tonight's MLB slate and see if we can find some wagers. So you're in on the Giants this year. Let me just tell you quickly about how I feel about the Giants. I was reading about the Giants in Warden Sharp's book. He was making a lot of stat excuses on why Russell Wilson's not that bad. This is a really good fit for him. He's actually one of the better boom or bust quarterbacks out there, meaning like he's better on early downs, but they didn't always throw on early downs when he was in Pittsburgh. And, he's better with 3 wide receiver sets. They didn't have that in Denver, blah, 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 yada, 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 whatever. Listen, I think Russell Wilson is an overrated quarterback. I think he's a big name that from a long time ago with the Seahawks, who was very good at one point, but he also had a fucking unbelievable defense, great coaching staff. I don't think he's that guy that's going to come in and save the Giants. I just want to make sure at stake you understand and everybody understands. John Mora is pissed. The Giants are at their wits' end. Dayball and Schoen, the GM, have got to put out a competitive product on the field, and they need to win some games. I didn't realize this. But because they beat the Colts stake in like week 17, that prevented them from having the first overall pick, and it dropped them to 3. They then tried to trade up for Cam Ward, and the Titans said no. So they get Jackson Dart. This quarterback room is so bizarre to me. Russell Wilson's going to be the number 1 guy. Then you got Jameis Winston, who seems fun. And then you got Jackson Dart. I don't know what to make of it. It's either going to be like the funniest trio of guys who somehow get along and it all works because you got the corny veteran like Russell Wilson, and then the fun guy, Jameis Winston, who loosens everything up, takes the pressure off, and then the young buck who maybe applies a little bit of pressure, and like Russell wants to actually, play well and show like, this is how you do things. This is how you're a pro. Maybe Russell Wilson thrives. And maybe Russell Wilson's like, hey, Dayball, you're on the hot seat. I got you, coach. I got you. Like Russell Wilson could thrive in this environment. They got the hardest schedule through the first 7 weeks of the NFL season, the hardest in the NFL. It's very difficult. It's going to be a very challenging thing, in my opinion, for the Giants to find success. But stakes right. Their defense might be better than the Cowboys. Malik Neighbors is a bad motherfucker. Their offensive line should be a little bit better. I read a stat, I think from 2 years ago, they allowed 81 sacks. Last year, they allowed 53. That's better. You got to keep the pocket clean because Russell Wilson's terrible under pressure. I don't know, man. I like Tyrone Tracy. I love Malik Neighbors. I love the defensive line for the Giants. Things can work, but it's so much pressure, and I'm just not a Russell Wilson guy. For that reason, I'm out.
Okay. Can I present to you a world where it's not that much pressure? Would you ever believe me if I said there's so little belief in this team that it's almost not that much pressure? There's so little belief in Russell Wilson making it anymore as an NFL quarterback that there's not that much pressure. This is just it. This is it. If Russell Wilson stinks, I don't care what the EPA fucking nerds say about his stats. If Russell Wilson goes 4-13, which he won't even get a chance to, by the way, if he goes 2-7, Jackson Dart will be starting games. But this is it, man. And I think the funny thing about Russell Wilson is like he's kind of a Legion of Boom merchant in a way. Do you feel that way or not feel that way?
Yeah.
Do you think Russell Wilson is the product of one of the best defenses of all time?
Yes.
Well,
and isn't it telling that the defense was like, fuck Russell Wilson?
A little bit.
Nobody fucked with him.
He did amazing things. He put up some numbers. I'm not trying to really hate on him, but I just want to say Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, Deontay Banks, Devon Holland. Those are dogs. Those are absolute dogs on fucking defense. And I just named all 3 fucking phases. I named defensive line, I named fucking defensive backs, and I named linebackers. You said it best. The fucking offensive line's improved and no reason to think that they won't be. You mentioned Malik Neighbors. Thank you. Wan'Dale Robinson had 93 catches last year.
For 400 yards?
For 700 yards, not for many yards. It was a rough offense to watch. I'm just saying, like, you don't think that guy could improve? And then Darius Slayton's not that bad of a wide receiver 3. I don't know what the fuck the plan is at tight end. It looks like it's Theo Johnson. They need a tight end.
Kind of like that guy.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to glaze the tight end. They need a tight end, in my opinion. But I like the 3 wide receivers, dude. I like Tyrone Tracy. I think Devin Singletary is a fantastic backup running back.
Yeah,
I think the offensive line's better. I think the defense is good. Like, I'm just hammering the Giants over 5.5 wins because I don't give a fuck. The hardest schedule thing, like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We talk about it in July and we talk about it in August, and then no one talks about it in September and October when the games are getting played. So I like the Giants. I think they're absolutely going to win over 5.5 games, and I do think Russell Wilson is set up for, I'm not going to say the word success, but he's set up to have more success than people think. Okay. I am going to forget about Scatterbo because I'm not sure what he's going to do or if he's going to get playing time.
Could just be a locker room guy. I think Russ, Jameis, or Dart can unlock Hyatt to agree to.
Oh, and Jalen Hyatt. I wasn't going to talk about him either, but that would obviously be a nice little added bonus.
Very, very fair. Okay. I think you've talked me enough into like seeing what can happen with the Giants. I think they're going to be a really interesting team because again, like, okay. All right. I'm going to give you something. It's either going to work out really well or it's going to be a fucking disaster and Dable's fired by like week 4.
Yeah.
But the Giants are not going 6-11. They're not going right on the money.
I agree. I think they're going 8-9.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. The Giants are either going to really exceed their expectations or they're going to go well below it. They're not teetering around that number. So what I would say, if you kind of already can think about what I'm getting at here, is a little dabble on Dayball. Over 7.5 wins for the New York Giants is plus 275.
Yeah, I like it. I do.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Okay. Let's man, talking football feels so damn good. Let's talk this QB list real quick. Let's just see what your power rankings are, and then we'll talk a little MLB to wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out, guys. W Pikkit, by the way. Make sure you download Pikkit and use our promo code DGen. You get $3 back or off, or just a Venmo. I think that's what we used to get. And subscribe to the Pikkit YouTube channel if you're in here. This is the PMT, pardon my take, power rankings that Steven the BGen came out with shared with us. 1 through 4. I'll tell you right now, I don't think Josh Allen's the number 1 quarterback in the NFL. Do you?
No.
They're biased. They're Josh Allen guys.
Yeah.
So the question is this. If it's not him, then it's one of the next 3 guys. It's Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, or Burrow.
It's Pat Mahomes.
Okay, I agree.
It's Pat Mahomes.
The number 1 quarterback in the NFL is Patrick Mahomes.
Correct. I tell you who number 2 is right now. It's fucking Lamar Jackson.
Okay. So I was going to say, don't you think it's actually a really, really good debate? Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow?
No, I think it's Lamar Jackson, dude.
Okay, I'm not saying it's not. I thought about this, and I agree with you. It is Lamar Jackson, but you think it's not a tough conversation?
I think Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase, and that's insane when you really think about it. I want you to watch. It's really crazy to see, but I've been watching Quarterback on Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Jamar Chase does a whole lot with the fucking football. There's like 3 different scenes where they're celebrating and Joe Burrow goes, I didn't do shit. Because it's a fucking dump off to Jamar Chase that he took 75 yards. I think he did that in both Bengals games. Literally fucking a 6-yard pass that he took 70 yards to the house. Jamar Chase is fucking insane. And I'm ready to see. I'm going to have to see a little more out of Burrow, I think. For me, it's Pat, Lamar, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow.
Okay. That's very fair. And DJ, by the way, we are Bills guys. We're not Josh Allen haters by any means. We've bet Bills Super Bowl, Josh Allen MVP, and over their win total like at the last 3 years.
I have fatigue, though. I'll say that. I have fatigue.
You have what? Yeah. Me too. He's Josh Allen's a little frustrating at times. There's no doubt about it. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, they very well could have lost that fucking Ravens game at home. Let's be honest with ourselves. And I will never forget. Steak, we were together when the Bills hosted the Bengals in Buffalo in the playoffs a couple years ago, and it was pouring snow, and Joe Burrow went in there and waxed that ass.
Oh, wax that ass. And also, Josh Allen didn't win that game. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't win that game. Yeah.
Mark Andrews lost that game.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm with you. Mahomes 1, Lamar Jackson 2, Josh Allen 3, Burrow 4.
That's mine, yeah.
I like it. I can get down with that. I think Lamar Jackson and Joe, like I love Joe Burrow. I just love Joe Burrow. Although I'm like I don't like the diva, not the diva thing, but like the frosted tips thing that we always fuck around about. All right, Jaden Daniels number 5. I don't think you can do that.
I'm good with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you laughing?
Because I think it's funny. But like I'm not putting Matt Stafford over fucking Jaden Daniels. So who are you putting over him? Honestly, who are you putting over him?
Goff?
Oof. Spencer Steer just homered, dude. Brian Thompson,
where the fuck are you?
Seen ever.
Brian Thompson, where the fuck are you?
Oh my god, he just homered, dude.
He really fucking
Brian
did.
Thompson.
He
Holy
really
shit, glaze. I hope you're here. I just want to glaze you.
Dude.
Oh.
God
Yeah, that's where I'm at, DC, because I don't have another guy I can confidently put at 5.
Dude, Spencer Steer.
That's
All right, Will
crazy.
Benson's up. We're sweating a Will Benson at bat live on Pikkit Happy Hour. I got MLB up. Um, wait, what the fuck's up? We were just singing your praises.
Dude, you're the sharpest guy in this chat now. Sorry,
Ryan Thompson.
sorry,
You
QE.
deserve some-
You had a good run.
Yep, cash it. I put 100 W's. The dollar sign goes in front of the number though, just to help you out in real life stuff. All right, let's keep moving. So I could put Jared Goff ahead of Jaden Daniels. Could anybody else?
No. No thanks.
Okay. All right. So Jaden Daniels, 5th best quarterback. Fine. All right. 6, 7, and 8. Aaron Rodgers here is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. This is part of my take, dude. This is where it gets kind of jokey, I feel like.
This is stupid.
Aaron Rodgers is not this. Yeah, but you see the thing, technically Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
My number 6 is Jared Goff.
I saw from Goff in the playoffs. Yeah. Your number 6 is Jared Goff?
Yes. My number. Yeah, you don't like it?
No, it's not that I don't like it. I'm just wondering, is it? I mean, I was the guy who said, should we put Goff ahead of Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, so you have to like my number 6 then.
Yeah, I do. All right.
Okay, so who do you like at 7? Stafford or Jalen Hurts?
It's got to be one of those two. It's got to be one of those two. It's got to be Stafford, I think.
To be fair, this is fair. Like what they're saying, like what they're saying about Matt Stafford is fair.
Yeah, and real quick, I see Avery Longacre and Red Sandy saying shout out to the dude in the comments who said steer home run. Absolutely. We literally just gave that guy his flowers. Will Benson, 3-2 count. You want to watch it real quick? Let's watch it. 3-2 count. Come on, don't walk him. Don't walk him. Don't walk him. Don't walk him. Come on, give him something to hit. Give him something to hit. Give him something to hit. In play runs. In play runs. Show it to me. Show it to me. I'm manifesting right now. Show it to me. Ah, you fucking bitch.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was great. I had a fucking great time. I love betting baseball. I fucking love it. Rams had a stacked roster and couldn't win, so traded him to the Lions with the same scenario, and he still can't win. Well,
yeah, but just let's be fair. That's not a horrible football take. That's a fair take. What he's saying is true. They had a stacked roster. They thought they couldn't win with Jared Goff. They traded for Matt Stafford, and the Lions also have a stacked roster. What he's saying is correct.
Yeah, but they're winning.
Yeah, but they're winning for sure.
They're winning.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say they traded him to Detroit. Detroit's not
I'm
winning.
torn again. They got me torn. Chat's got me torn, dude.
Degen about to be the John Elway press conference meme. What is that? I don't think I know that one. Oh, come on. Don't even start. You guys are going to fucking fire me up.
That doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't work because then why are we ranking quarterbacks? Because like 28 of them don't have any wins in the playoffs.
Josh Allen. Yeah, what the fuck?
The regular season doesn't matter. Then you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about Josh Allen. You don't give a fuck about Lamar Jackson. You barely give a fuck about Joe Burrow. You certainly don't give a fuck about Justin Herbert. You certainly don't get, you know what I'm saying? Like just rank fucking Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Matt Stafford, and 2 other guys then.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not okay with that. The regular season does matter. And let's be honest, the Detroit Lions were pathetic. A joke of a franchise. So, all right.
And Jared Goff was sent there to die, not thrive.
Correct. I think Jared Goff deserves nothing but credit.
All right, cool. He's back at 6. Matt Stafford 7, Jalen Hurts 8.
Okay, I'm good with that. Baker 9.
I'm gonna put
Stroud, Brock, or Herbert.
I'll put my 9 is CJ Stroud. Or JJ McCarthy.
You're an idiot.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna go 9 Baker. I'll say 10 CJ Stroud, 11 Herbert, 12 Brock.
I'll go Herbert 10, Baker 11.
And then 12 Brock.
12 will be. I'm not seeing anyone I could put above Brock Purdy. But can I not put Dak Prescott over Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Okay. Because I was going to say
is 13. Dak Prescott is 12.
Yeah, I'll put Dak at 14 ahead of Trevor Lawrence. Okay, I have a debate here. So I got Dak at 14, then 15. Would you put Jordan Love or Geno Smith or Kyler Murray ahead of Trevor Lawrence? Or are we sure Trevor Lawrence is
I'm not sure why Jordan Love isn't better than Trevor Lawrence, and I'm not sure, I don't know, is he not? Trevor Lawrence is a disappointment.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, so we agree. So I got Dak at 14. Give me Jordan Love at 15. I don't even know if I'm putting Trevor Love at 16.
I'm not putting Trevor Love anywhere.
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, no. Trevor Lawrence at 16. I think you're getting to the point, like, he's above Darnold and Geno for me. I think Tua's getting pretty disrespected now by this point, just for not even being mentioned.
Yeah. I'd probably put both Tua and Kyler ahead of Geno and Sam Darnold. Is that bad?
No, I'll allow it.
I'm sorry. Like I love what Sam Darnold did last year, but Tua is as a disappointment. Talk about a fucking things don't matter. Like Tua is a disappointment, but give me Tua and Kyler Murray over Sam Darnold and Geno Smith for sure. Joe Flacco ahead of Daniel Jones at 23 is hilarious. All right, here's this is a fun one. Caleb Williams or Drake May?
That's impossible. That's genuinely impossible. How about Caleb Williams, Drake May, or Michael Penix, dude?
Yeah.
Like all three of them, it's impossible.
That's really hard.
I agree. You're taking a guess, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. This is good. Bad. Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, and Anthony Richardson is hilarious.
It is really funny.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we kind of aligned much more than I expected to in the QB rankings. It sounds like we didn't get a lot of shit for that, so that's good. God, I fucking love talking football. All right, so fucking Will Benson struck out. What are you going to do? Oh, the Orioles took the lead. Oh, you're under as shit, dude.
Yeah, that game ain't going under, dude.
Jordan Westbrook hit a home run. All right, let's wrap up.
Yeah, let's wrap up. I'm permission to leave at 5:55, so I'm not late to dinner.
Yeah, permission granted, but can we go through this MLB board real quick?
Real quick.
All right. Baseball. Guys, talk to us, please.
Rays, Red Sox. Wowza.
Yeah, Rays, Red Sox. We got Taj Bradley, I believe, on the motherfucking bump. I don't even know what to expect, man. I'm really, really nervous. I think it's going to be a rough showing for Taj. The Red Sox hit him pretty well, 261. We don't hit Walker Buehler all that well, 209. But the Rays have lost their last 3 series. It's the last one. I think it's 4 games in Boston before the All-Star break. Gotta go 2-2 here. It's a pick 'em. I think that's a lot of respect, man. I think that's a lot of respect for the Rays today. Total is 9. What do you think, Steak?
I think, and this is I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm going to stay away from the Rays or fade them till I figure out how bad this slump is going to be, and that's the best way I can put it.
Okay. Yeah, that is fair.
Rays need to break badly. I would fade them before the All-Star break until we get there.
You would just keep fading them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's things that I like that the Rays have done. They have shown a lot of grit of winning that 3rd game in the 3-game series instead of just folding like lawn chairs. They've won them in extra innings, and they got Hae-Sung Kim back. But anyways, it's going to be a big start for Taj. Popular betting market here. Looks like you got 2-1 in terms of bets on the Boston Red Sox. Aranda home run. Aranda, I'm going to take Aranda in the All-Star game, by the way. He is unbelievable. Okay, let's fly. Mariners, Yankees.
Do it like a recap, like we're recapping. That's all we got.
All right. Stroman. Well, I got to know who's pitching, though. The total is 9. You like the under in this game?
I do, yeah.
Kind of with you. Okay. Total at 9. You like the under. I think I like the Mariners. I like the Mariners a lot. Okay. Guardians and White Sox. You don't want to talk about that, do you? Guardians are minus 120 after just sweeping. Did they sweep the Astros?
Guardians got swept, then swept.
No.
Astros. Yeah, Guardians got swept, then swept the Astros. Astros swept the Dodgers, then got swept by the Guardians. What a perfect ending to this trilogy if the White Sox sweep the Guardians. And plus
Dude.
105. It's White Sox tonight, baby.
You
It's
want to
White
take
Sox.
the White Sox to win the series?
Yeah, I love the White Sox to win the series.
All right. I bet you can do that.
Take it to the bank.
On DraftKings. Total is 8.5. And just in case anybody's wondering, it's Logan Allen against Jonathan Cannon. Cannon drops back. I hope you guys know what that's from. Washington Cardinals and the Washington Nationals and St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals are minus 140. Total is 8.5. The Nationals got their lick back yesterday. Soroka's pitching against Miles Mikolas. What do you say, Steak?
I told you Nationals yesterday, and I'm telling you Nationals again.
No shit.
Yeah.
I like it. Cooper Flag over points is a maxer tonight. Interesting. Okay. Atlanta Braves and the Athletics. Braves are minus 185 with Strider. Sorry.
Surely they come through, right? Surely the Braves come through. Surely.
But we just said that about the Mets bats and they scored 2 in the first.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to keep saying it. Braves are
okay. What do you like? You like the Athletics?
Yeah, I do.
Rangers and the Angels. 2 more games left, and then we'll get you out here at 5:55. It's basically a pick 'em.
Angels.
Who do you like?
Angels.
You like the Angels. You like Kokonowitz against Patrick Corbin tonight. Joe Adell's my guy, and your guy's Ellie, right?
Yep. Ellie has a run and a hit, but not a home run.
Oh, God.
Yeah, of course.
D-backs. 4-4 in July, if anybody cares. D-backs are minus 120 against the Padres. Total is 8.5 on DraftKings. And you've got Randy Vasquez going, who is decent against the D-backs, and Eduardo Rodriguez, who was also decent against the Padres. What do you like in this game, Steak?
I think I like the under.
I was just going to say that seems like a high total in San Diego.
You think so?
I mean, it's not a hitter's park.
No, it's not a hitter's park. I don't know if anyone gives a shit about Eduardo Rodriguez and Randy Vasquez, and they're coming off 10 runs yesterday. First game of the series, 10 runs. Second game of the series, 1 run. Third game of the series, 9 runs. Fourth game of the series, low scoring.
I like where your head's at. Yeah, sure. All right. Favorite bet tonight. Give it to me.
Yankees, Mariners, under.
Okay. Cheeky. I like it. All right. 5:54, right on the money. Thanks for hanging out. You look sharp. Have a great night tonight.
All right. Goodbye.
Peace. Buy steak. Have a nice dinner. Stay away from the gnocchi. What's wrong with the gnocchi? You don't like gnocchi? I'm cooking tonight. I've been on one, by the way. I know you probably can't tell, but I've been beefing up on my protein. All these TikTok influencers are getting to me. No, but I had a bender in Sag Harbor this past weekend. I got to try to get right, especially with football season coming up. So I've been eating pretty clean. I went to the grocery store. I bought like fucking $170 worth of just like meat and not even so much veggies, but like protein. Cap, what's up? What are you capping? So anyways, I've had a ground beef bowl. Yum. What I just made yesterday, I made steak bowl. So I had steak, rice, and the rice had corn, beans, put a little cheese on there, just like you're at Chipotle, except it's way better than Chipotle. Hopefully, knock on wood, it's not going to give you E. coli, and it's going to be actually seasoned meat that's delicious. You can eat it on your own. Tonight we're going chicken thighs. Chicken thighs tonight. We're going to season that bitch up. We're going to cook them, and then I'm not going to do rice tonight. I've had rice back-to-back nights. We're going to go mashed potatoes, okay? I'm going to boil the potatoes, little mini potatoes, skin on, boil them, salt in the water, and you're going to mash them up. Butter, mayonnaise. Yeah, I said fucking mayonnaise, all right? Salt, pepper, obviously. And what am I missing? Butter. Obviously, gotta have butter. I don't have a veggie, though. I need to go get some asparagus. I'll see if I have time. I don't know what time my wife's getting home. Anyways, have a great night, DJ, and you as well. Thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate it. We have a great time doing this. Thank you to Pikkit, as always. I think you guys probably subscribe to the Pikkit YouTube page. If you haven't, do it. And we'll see you tomorrow at the board review, 10 a.m. W Happy Hour. Yep, I'm feeling great. Question, where are you cooking the chicken thighs? In my kitchen? Right? In my kitchen? Question is, where are you cooking the chicken thighs? Yeah. Oh, you mean like oven? No, I go pan. So I go pan. Chicken thighs are pretty easy to cook. You know, like chicken, like thick chicken breasts. I'll throw that in the oven. I'm a big cast iron guy. Love a good cast iron. And these beers I got a nice little buzz with these beers, by the way. Montauk Surf Beer. Pikkit. We should try to see if these guys will fucking sponsor the happy hours moving forward because I'm loving the Montauk beers lately. Anyways, be good, win some bets. I'm getting my ass kicked. I can't get on the right side of anything. So I'm scaling back, betting responsibly, always bet responsibly, going half a unit. Good luck tonight. Steak likes the under in the Mariners game. I'm on Will Benson ladder. That shit ain't gonna hit. Joe Adele home run. He said he likes the Nationals. He likes the Angels. I don't even know if I like the Angels. God, I can't fucking tell my ass from my elbow. Isn't that saying? Anyways, have a great night, guys. We'll check you later, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for the board review. Have a great day. Good luck on all your bets. Peace.